Killer is Dead is a very interesting game, made by none other than the great Suda51, probably one of my favorite game developers of all time, but that's just me. His games are obviously catering to a very niche audience, one that's into over-the-top Japanese action, extremely sexualized characters, cheesy one-liners. But as I skimmed through the interwebs trying to find a review of Killer is Dead, at least 9 out of 10 of them mentioned this game's misogynistic gigolo scenes.
I want to stay like this forever.
Or the sexism within the game.
Yeah! Look at that! Now this is a man's job! Ha ha ha!
A man's job!
And they aren't lying. They're not. Like, far from it. But this is a video game, and the key word is game. And there's no game in misogyny. Literally. Sure, it's important to mention how sexist the game can be at times, especially since it can turn off a lot of players, but that shouldn't be a reason to write this game off as one of the worst of all time. There is other problems with this game that do not just involve boobs.
Master, please come with me!
Did you understand what you just saw? No? Well, don't worry man, me neither. And I've actually passed the game. The thing is, this game doesn't make sense for its own good sometimes. I mean, there's a story mode, but it feels more like a collage of chapters. Like, if you were to tell me that Suda split his development team into 12 and told each team to make its own separate part of the plot, I'd believe you probably, because that's just how incohesive this game can get. You see, you can always count on Suda to make a bloody, disgusting, exaggerated game, but the plot in those games usually remain either dark or gritty or lively and funny. But Killer is Dead kind of feels like something in the middle. For example, spoilers, there's a part of the plot where one of the main characters is made to look like they die, and by the next chapter they're alive and well, making jokes as if nothing had happened. And speaking of jokes, the voice actors in this game sound like your average Japanese dub. Seriously, it pains me to say that I found certain characters in this game kind of annoying.
It's her fault, I know it! We need to execute her!
But one thing people kept praising this game for was its visual style, and I gotta admit it looks beautiful, like 75% of the time. And the visual style is really reminiscent of Suda's Nintendo Wii exclusive No More Heroes. But where that game was made to look the way it did because of Wii's technical limitations, on PS3 it almost feels like Killer is Dead is being played on a TV with horrible contrast and black levels. That being said, this is mostly a problem in cutscenes, especially ones occurring at night or in shady areas, and you probably won't run into it during gameplay that often. But gameplay also has its own issues. Suda has never been known for setting standards in gameplay, and this game doesn't break tradition at all. The game is split into 12 chapters, and you won't fight your first boss until chapter 3. And by chapter 7 you'll realize that the main reason you're still playing is probably for the boss fights, which are probably some of the coolest moments in the game. All in all, I really enjoyed the game, but having played it, I could see why people wouldn't like it. If you're a really big Suda fan or really into hack and slash action game and aren't bothered too much by the sexism, you might want to try this game out. If not, well, go play No More Heroes 2. That game is great. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. Please leave a comment, favorite, subscribe, like, or dislike if you really hated my video. Either way, have a fantastic day, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Later guys.